Hey YouTube, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. And as always, let's jump right into it. So this week's video, or today's video, is about scans for Thinkorswim. And what we have is what I call the 7 waterfall 1 hour scan, okay? And essentially you want to set your chart to a 1 hour time frame. I like to do 1 hour, 90 days, right? So you could see 90 days, every bar represents 1 hour for when I do this, so it matches up with my scan. Now, real quick, just before I go any farther, I'm actually going to link the chart and the scan code down below, right? So you can have them both, and then you can upload them directly to your Thinkorswim, okay? And to upload for the scan, if you just go into the scan, okay, it'll go up in there just right here. Let me pull this up. We're doing the 7 waterfall scan, and you could do all the scans here, okay? And then all I do is I save this scan. Okay, if you come right here, save scan query. Okay, if you ever want to change any of this stuff up here, like minimum dollars or anything like that. And with that being said, you could just have it over in your watch list. So I hope that helps for kind of understanding what these are and how they work and things like that. So we're going to go over what exactly the scan does, right? And why I like it. And it's to identify really good trade subs that are in a waterfall. Now, if you guys have followed me for a while, a waterfall is just pure price action where we make lower highs and lower lows, right? I call it the waterfall. I'll call it the stair step. It's just like you're going downstairs. Every candle is lower than the previous high. Okay, and if price breaks back above, then you've broken to the upside of the waterfall. Okay, and that is pretty much changing market direction and sentiment. And so what this will do is it tells you, hey, now maybe you want to get long the stock, right? And look for an upward move. And you could use this prior low as your exit, right? Because price should not reverse, go like this, and then reverse and go back down, because chances are it'll probably go back down and make new lows, right? Because it's the trend. So what the scan is doing is it's identifying this same exact pattern. Look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lower highs. 7 waterfall 1 hour chart, right? So we're in a waterfall. We have at least 7 bars. Now, just a disclaimer, the code doesn't always work. Sometimes the 7th bar will reverse and be up or whatever. So we'll go through a couple so you could see. There's something that I haven't been able to fix in the code. It doesn't identify every single one. Sometimes it'll mess it up a little bit. But overall, it's pretty good. So as we could see, we're now going lower. Well, what we want to look for is, hey, on the RSI, are we oversold? Are we near the 200, right? Are we near a resistance level? All these different things, right? So here's a clean waterfall. Yeah, maybe you could look for a little more. Hopefully it could come down farther. And then break to the upside and maybe take it, right? So let's clear these drawings, right? And let's go down and try and find some more. Look at this, right? So we made a low, we bounced, right? We had a nice clean waterfall here. Think about it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 8th bar, we broke to the upside, went sideways, and then off to the races. But now we're coming back down and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, okay, to the downside. I would be patient and maybe look to make a lower low, okay, maybe into this level, but I don't think so unless there's a really big bar without breaking the waterfall. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. CHRW. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So, and this is where I was talking about how sometimes the code's a little wonky or whatever, right? It's only showing 6, but again, we're in the waterfall, but there's a lot of junk over here that I don't like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So you get the idea of how this code works, and we're just looking for a potential good trade that as we go through, some will set up really good, some won't. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll use my fib retracement. Okay, and if we could be coming down in the waterfall into my 61.8 or 70, that might help. Things like this. Again, we're going down. Here we go. We'll do the draw. Okay, cool. I'm going to make sure this is on my watch list for the next couple of days, because if we get down to these levels, I'm going to be looking for a potential buy with a waterfall that's gone 7 days straight. Think of it as this way. You're playing roulette and it keeps coming up green, green, green. Well, after 10 greens in a row, you know more than likely there's going to be a red coming up eventually sometime, right? Now, remember, every spin is individual, right? So it's like you can have 20 or 30 greens come up in a row because it's independent of each other, but you will get that back and forth, right? Where it'll go up to red. So FedEx. Now, I'm just trying to find a good trade where I'm like, okay, hey, I really like this because there's divergence or something going on, right? Pretty much nothing. And as I look, everything, here you go. So this might be a potential double bottom right here, right? We actually made a lower low, as you could see, just by a penny or two right here, but we potentially might have a divergence going on over here. So I would be looking, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'd be looking, if price breaks back above here, I would probably look to get long and put my stop down below. And that's kind of the way you want to trade this. So I hope this helps for you guys. Remember, this is for the 7 candle waterfall based on the 1 hour charts. I will link everything down below, the chart that you can have with this code. So I hope that helps. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.